Just say trading on a different tick will save you so much money. Extends your life from 31 days to 717 days. Go ahead and explore this calculator, moondev.com/calculators. I think it's very important to understand this concept. Anyways, any trader that is using the Quant app automatically is saving 66% every time they enter and every time they exit. That's insane. But the activity tab has all of your different options here. I can say, hey, when somebody gets liquidated on their licks, let me add. Okay, so if I'm in a short, I'm going to wait for a short of 2 million in liquidations in the last 10 minutes. Now, this correlates to this here up top. And I showed you how to use this in a previous video, the liquidations. You can see in the last 10 minutes, there hasn't been any long liquidations, but I'm looking for short liquidations. 10 minutes, 1 hour. This is straight from the Hyperliquid node, and you can't get it faster anywhere else. This is like 10 seconds ahead of the fastest thing that I found, which is wild to me. But that's what happens when you get direct access. So that API key that you have, moondev.com/docs. Go ahead and play around with that as well. You can see I can enter on long liquidations if I want. I'm in a position though, so I can't tell you which way is good for you or how to trade this because I can't give you strategies. I can't give you financial advice. Just giving you this app that I built for my trading. And it's not a plug and play by any means. You can see there are so many points of intuition. I can literally stare at these liquidations and make a case for long and short at any second of the day. But that's why trading works, is because every second there's somebody that says, oh, it's going down, and somebody else is saying it's going up. So there's no plug and play bots or anything, apps or anything. You know, I've preached this for 5 years. Like, I'll show you guys how to automate your trading, sure. But there's nothing plug and play. You're not going to just join a boot camp or a course and just make $1 million overnight. You look around, you got 100,000 people coming in and out throughout the year. If I told 100,000 people there's $1 million in this certain GPS coordinate, how long would that $1 million be there? So you do take full responsibility, all risk here, as this is your trading. Just kind of putting bumpers around it. You can see here, open at licks as well. So I can open at a specific liquidation. So I could say, hey, I want to open when a buy on long licks. I want to buy on long licks or buy on short licks of one of these guys that got liquidated, which is pretty cool. So you can see how this is all starting to connect together, right? You've got your positions tab. It will show your position if you are in position. If you're not in position, there's nothing really there. You got your actions tab where you can enter sometimes, but sometimes it will block you. And let's see here. Let's see if I can try to get that going. Say add to short. Okay. Verify and enter. It's not going to block me, unfortunately. I could add to this short. Let's see what happens if I try to close 10%. Okay, so you'll get warnings like this. Now, this is a nice warning. It says this is a close warning. Hey, you're in a 2-hour range. So it goes and it looks at the data for the last 2 hours, something we should do, but as hand traders, you're kind of just in a panic at all times. You're emotional. I mean, if you're using 40x leverage, you're automatically emotional because it's just an emotional decision, right? Oh, let me get rich real quick. Anyways, these are just this one's just a warning. It's saying, hey, you're in the middle of a zone and you're trying to close. You're closing your short in the middle of a 2-hour price range. Price could still move in your favor. Consider letting winners run or saying a take profit at the bottom of the range. And you can just be like, you know, the button is psychologically big and nice to click. I usually click it, but you could override this one. There's others that are like adding. There are a couple things you'll see throughout this. It'll be like, nah, you can't add. And if you don't like that, that's fine. You don't have to use the app. You can go straight to your exchange and add if you need to. But that's the point. That's the point for me, at least. And I'm just building bumpers around the problems I had as a hand trader, the problems that were so bad, so emotional, I lost so much money with, that forced me to lock in for 4 hours a day to learn how to code. That's how bad I wanted it. That's how bad I wanted it. 4 hours a day. But it's kind of like big headed of me to think that I can just sit here and show you guys on stream and say, hey, you can go learn how to code and automate your trading too. Maybe you don't have the time. Maybe you don't have the interest to learn how to code, you know? And it is what it is. The data shows me that everybody is using 40x leverage and trading by hand, life savings amounts. Maybe it's working for some people. It doesn't matter if it's working or if it's not. I see people get liquidated all day, every day. I've known of this problem. I was a cohort of this problem a few years back. My solution was to lock in, learn how to code, and automate my trading. But for me to sit here and think that I can just tell you what you should do, who cares what I think you should do? You're going to do whatever you're going to do. You're going to trade with as much leverage as possible. That's fine.